APB recap. The APB recap is where I recap most of the stuff I talk about in the past stream on my stream channel, link down below. You can join in the whole fun. It will always be at Saturday 7 p.m. Eastern time or 6 p.m. if it's daylight saving time. Just calculate it yourself. Once again, this video is sponsored by you guys. You guys are the ones who sponsored this video, and you are really making this recap more fun to make. YouTube pretty much demonetized this channel, and you guys are the awesome people that keep this channel afloat while making the content to not adhere to any sorts of monetization rules. So I want to thank you so much for all the absolutely wonderful people. You guys are fantastic. If you want to be part of the list of really awesome people, then you can check out the links down below and support this channel right away. Activision Blizzard can never really get themselves out of trouble, can they? The recent hoopla with Diablo Immortal, or as a lot of people like to call it Diablo Immoral, is one thing, but their upcoming multiplayer hero shooter Overwatch 2 is also another thing. Yes, there will be an Overwatch 2, which doesn't really look that different compared to the first one, if you ask me. Here's the funny thing about Overwatch. Overwatch to me is like League of Legends, Valorant, Apex, Genshin, Fate Go. These are the games that I don't really play because they're multiplayer games or some gacha BS. And yet, I can recognize a lot of the most popular characters. Why is that? Well, they all have really good porn. No, really. That's pretty much the only reason why I recognize a lot of the characters. But hey, Overwatch the video game still exists. Activision Blizzard the company still exists, repairing whatever PR disaster that they're having right now. And Overwatch 2 gets itself into a really stupid controversy. Overwatch 2 remove hostile architecture from new map at fan request. Hostile architecture? What do you mean? Hostile architecture. Alright, so the hostile architecture in question refers to the benches. The design of the benches are apparently anti-homeless. It's designed so that homeless people would not be sleeping in those benches because the middle parts were cut off. You can theoretically sleep in it, but it's not gonna be comfortable. And that's very discriminatory to the homeless, which is why Blizzard changed the design so that it's more homeless friendly. And that's pretty much it. Blizzard addressed the easy-to-fix complaints while not addressing the bigger ones, like how Overwatch 2 is just the same as the last one. But hey, it's not really that much of a problem to me. After all, I only care about the porn, and they're still making them to this day. So if anything, the only reason why I want this game to be popular is so that more porn of this game can be made. And even then, losing Overwatch porn because it's no longer popular is not exactly that much of a loss. It seems that PlayStation fanboys are really begging for the release of God of War Ragnarok. I mean, I really love God of War 2018. I think it's an excellent reboot / sequel to the whole series. I do think that people praise it a little too much, but it's not like The Last of Us where the story isn't really that special and I'm not really that invested. I am genuinely invested with the story of God of War, and I cannot wait for God of War Ragnarok, or at least watch the cutscenes on YouTube because I don't have a PS5 and my PS4 is jailbroken. I can't play the latest games. I have to wait for a back port. But some people are more impatient with the release for this game than others. Some decide that it would be a good idea to send dick pics to the developers. Estelle, who is the cinematics producer of Ragnarok, said that she received dick pics asking for God of War Ragnarok release date. No idea how that's gonna make people to put up the release date sooner, but hey, some people are just beyond logic at this moment. I'd ask for receipts to verify, but that would require me to see dick pics, so I'd rather take her words for it. I mean, if you're an attractive woman on the internet, being sent dick pics by horny guys is pretty much inevitable. It sucks, but that's just how it is. It's simple. Give us what we want, and there won't be a problem. Capiche? Jeez. I didn't know gamers work like the goddamn mafia. Guys, we have too many news of game developers being treated really badly by their superiors or by the company that they worked in. We have many people looking at these news and chose not to support the companies that employ those game developers because it will also reward the same people that abuse them. And now you want to threaten them like the goddamn mafia. It's simple. Stop being entitled and let the devs perfect their craft. I agree. How is this in any way contention? Bitch! We're the ones keeping them employed. They work for us. No. The companies are the ones that kept them employed. I mean, yes, they make products for us, but making products take a lot of time. Anyone who has ever worked in any industry will know that. This sounds like someone who has never worked in their life. They're not making games out of the kindness of their heart. They're making them to sell them. Not in the way you said it last time. You make it sound as if they're making them because you threaten their comfort and peace. You know, like the goddamn mafia. They should be thanking us for giving them feedback and be passionate about their IP. Ah, yes. So passionate that you harass them and make their lives uncomfortable by sending dick pics to them.
It's official. Guy's a dick.
Wow. This one is a doozy. So there's this letter sent to a person by the name of Miss Walker in response to the whole Roe v. Wade hoopla that I don't really know and I don't really care. Go ask someone else who does. This person said, burn every fucking government building down right the fuck now. Slaughter them all. Fuck you goddamn pigs. Wow. That's not very nice. It's so not very nice that she got sent a letter from the Homeland Security. That's right. She got sent a letter from Homeland Security in regards to her offensive tweet. This is something I expected to happen in the UK. But hey, the US is coming in close second, I guess. No, seriously though, there has to be a much better way to handle this matter. Am I the only one who thinks that this makes the feds seem weak? I'm starting to wonder why people hate the feds. I'm starting to wonder, alright? Men only want one thing, and it's disgusting. They want women with motherly vibes comforting them. Wait, what's wrong with that? Top tier dynamic. But not for the woman, it isn't. Okay, so apparently women don't like comforting the men that they love and hold so dear to their hearts. Apparently women don't have feelings to other human beings. Thank you for confirming to that stereotype.
All women are guilty, Danny. You should know that.
Getting replies from males stating how it's a healthy, supportive dynamic. Oh, jeez. God forbid that. Men want love and compassion. Last week recap, men sharing their feelings is woke. Now men wanting to be loved is misogynistic. There you have it, guys. Men just simply can't win. It reminds me how children look to their mothers as a constant source of comfort and warmth without ever considering that the mother herself sometimes needs comfort and support. That she's human too. Well, duh. The comfort that she got is the fact that her children are happy and loved and that they love her back. Genuine question. Have your parents ever loved you back? I'm not even kidding when I ask that. I'm sensing some deep childhood issues that probably needs to be addressed by a professional. Do you know how it feels like being loved by your parents? Like, have you ever seen your parents' face when they love you? Have you ever seen your parents in general?
Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents?
It's like these men never grow out of that view. In their mind, a woman emotionally supporting and caring for them is synonymous with a supportive relationship because she exists to provide rather than receive it. Did you see the art in question? The woman is very happy to provide that level of warmth and comfort. That would imply that the man is someone that she loves. You know what love is, right? It's not, baby, don't hurt me no more. Her thoughts and feelings don't even register as a factor. Then why did she do it? And why did she do it willingly and happily? It seems that what this person is trying to insinuate is that women can't have feelings or don't have feelings to other people, and that they can't do things for the sake of other people. That's a very misogynistic assumption.
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
But I guess this is the natural outgrowth of the whole women are innately motherly and warm and supportive. They are natural givers narrative. Wait, I thought that men are sexist and misogynist. This narrative makes women sound like really cool people. They've convinced themselves that women are happiest being self-sacrificing and always putting others first, and that women don't need emotional support. Hold on, wait a minute. How did you get the idea from that specific art that women shouldn't get emotional support? What makes you think that women don't get emotional support from gently caressing their loved ones? You clearly have never felt love before. You clearly don't know how it feels like to sacrifice your own well-being for the sake of other people's happiness because you love them so much that you'd rather suffer than them. This is straight up parentless behavior and loveless behavior. Also selfish behavior. Speaking of parenting, jeez. This one just screams classic Asian parenting. And I can say that because I'm Asian. I've had my shares of Asian parenting. China father cries after tutoring son daily for 1 year, and he scores 6 out of 100 for math exams. Geez, 6 out of 100 in math. That has to absolutely sting. Especially for Asian parents. It's clearly very depressing to the father, but I looked up the news in detail, and apparently the man's wife can be heard laughing in the background. Now that's actually pretty interesting. Why in the world would she be laughing when he's just crying. The man was staying up late at night to give his son math tuition every day for the past year. But here's a plot twist to the entire story. Apparently, according to a Taiwanese media, the father's angst stemmed from his son's inconsistent scores. Sometimes it's 40-50, sometimes it's 80-90. Classic Asian parenting wants the son to get a consistent 100 and 100 and 100 always. The father then said, "I don't care anymore. My efforts are wasted. Let him struggle by himself." So the question is, how did the son get 6 out of 100? Is it because his dad is really bad at teaching him? Is it a way for him to rebel against his dad? I mean, the mother is started laughing. That would imply that even she thinks that this is silly. So what's really going on? I don't know, but you can probably speculate on why. Heck, there's even a Spy X Family version. That one is actually pretty funny. Ah, yes. Let's go back into women's feelings. Or apparently lack thereof. So a Twitch streamer by the name of GreekGodX was banned on Twitch after a bizarre sexist rant where he demanded any women he dates would quit streaming and be in the kitchen. Oh boy, that sounds like it's worthy of an okuyasu. Let's have a read, shall we? Basically, in the video, he says that he, as a streamer, provide money for the family by streaming. His significant other, or his potential significant other, has to complement his other needs by doing household stuff like cooking, cleaning, all of that. And this is even if he's dating a woman who was a Twitch streamer. The woman should stop streaming on Twitch, and she should do the housework.
Okuyasu, I heard it as clear as day. I just remembered I have a meeting at 8:30. Racist!
People have called this really sexist, misogynistic, demeaning, all of that stuff. I can see why. But personally, I appreciate his honesty. I appreciate the fact that he laid out the terms for his relationship to everyone so that women who don't like those terms can choose someone else. He doesn't have to make it sound as if all women should comply to it. He says that if women want to be with him, then he has requirements. He has standards that those women have to fulfill. I'm glad that he's honest and laid out those standards out in the open, even if those standards are not the most politically correct and not the most appealing. And hey, he got unbanned later on, and apparently he wasn't banned because of that rant. He was banned because he was twerking on stream. Ah, Twitch and their double standards. Anyway, let's talk about other people's take on this issue. It's sexist because Greek is very purposefully setting up an unbalanced power dynamic in his relationship where the woman has to rely on Greek to survive, especially if her career is over, then it's even worse. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. First off, the woman has to rely on him, yes, but he also relies on the woman for doing the cleaning, cooking, all of that stuff. People took household chores for granted. They don't realize how important it is for people to have clean clothes, edible foods, clean rooms. I try my best, guys. I'm sorry. Sure! Those who don't think that these household chores are not important clearly never cook their own foods or clean their own clothes, clean their own house, live independently. They'd rather just live like this guy.
I moved into this house in like 2004, 2005, and I didn't clean it. And now it's this bad. That's about 2 meters deep of trash. There it is, boys.
Bonus if they also don't shower or even change their clothes. Second, is being a housewife sexist? Not sexist. Some women actually desire to be a housewife. I mean, it's true. Being a housewife is a lot less stressful than a lot of other jobs out there. I have someone I know who'd rather be a housewife than be a doctor, even though she's a certified doctor. Guys, jobs can suck. Some black people actually wanted to be whoa. I'm sorry, what? That's right, guys. Being a housewife is comparable to being a slave.
Okuyasu, I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word. I just remembered I have a meeting at 8:30. Racist!
Now I see why that woman had that poster that said that women are the
Racist!
The big game industry need to just burn to a crisp at this point. EA tweeted, they're a 10, but they only like playing single-player games. Wow, EA. That sounds like 11 out of 10 behavior. But hey, EA is gonna be EA and only gonna tolerate multiplayer games. Loads and loads of people absolutely roast this garbage to the point where EA had to concede defeat. Roast well deserved. We'll take this L because playing single-player games actually makes them an 11. Boo! Boo! Can you ask ask the corporation that you represent to take the L for pretty much everything else they did in the past couple of years. Still not as bad as Activision Blizzard, but yeah, it's still pretty bad. A character from Ace Attorney by the name of Geiru Tornado, who is a balloon artist who just so happened to dress like a clown, becomes viral because people are really horny about the idea of a hot female clown. She's from Spirit of Justice, which is the few Ace Attorney games that I haven't played. I have it on my 3DS, I just don't have a lot of time playing games in general. I haven't even finished the Great Ace Attorney, or at least the second one I haven't. But regardless, this character gets super popular because people like them clown pussy. There's a lot of spoiler involving the character, which reveals that she's not exactly as she showed herself to be, but people still like the aesthetic and the character design of a sexy clown. For some reason, the Ace Attorney fandom really didn't take this very well. I love how everyone outside the Ace Attorney fandom seems to like that one animation. This person is referring to the animation done by Speedor, which I'll link to down below if you'd like to watch. But everybody inside the Ace Attorney fandom fucking hates it. I've seen the critiques that people have, like how inaccurate the animation is towards the context of the game's plot. It's a parody! It's not supposed to be totally accurate. But there are also other reasons that are even dumber. You take our game and corrupt it into something unrecognizable. Shame on you! Have you been into, I don't know, any fandom? They take any aesthetic they like and turn them into something that they're not. Because people are just really horny about them. There are loads and loads of porn on Wendy when she's being super smug. That's right, Wendy, the girl from the Wendy's fast food restaurant. It's not what it's supposed to be, but that's what the internet turned her. My personal favorite is when the local Wendy's that I got here got burned to a crisp and she turned into... I'll let you name her yourself. Remember when I say that Overwatch, Genshin, all of those games I enjoyed just because of the porn? Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why I enjoyed those games. The games have characters with really good designs, really good aesthetics, and people like to see them in sexual situations. And you know what? That's the best thing that the internet has given to us, and we took it for granted. A lot of companies these days tone down the sexiness in their official stuff just so that they can follow the global standards and not offend people left and right. Even the Japanese corporations are starting to tone down a lot of the sexiness just for the sake of global market appeal. But porn? Porn has no decency standards. It can be as vile as you like. It can offend as many people as you like. And if you don't see anyone who makes porn that you want, you can commission them to make some. People like aesthetics. People like designs. They're gonna twist and turn those designs into something that they like even more. If you don't like that thing happening to your fandom, then please leave the internet. The internet is not a safe place for feeble-minded individuals like you. And that's all for today's recap. Once again, huge thanks for everyone who supported this recap. You guys are absolutely fantastic. If you want to be part of the team, then please go ahead and check out the links down below in how you can support this stream and this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.